Hi everyone. Today's video is going to be on VBA. Just a simple example to get you into writing VBA. So you might remember this example from a previous video where the user would select which product they want to see in the graph, and then the graph would update with the line that's highlighted from the selection. So if the user selected product C, then the product C line would be highlighted. But the thing about this is, for a user, there's still quite a lot of clicks here. So imagine the cursor's somewhere, away from cell B18. They'd have to click into cell B18, 1, click on this little drop down, 2, and then select their product F, for example, 3. 3 clicks to see product F. So let's write some code that will make it easier for the user to select what product they want to see. The first thing we want to do is highlight and name this range. So this range is where all the products are going to be coming from. So to do that, you highlight the range of cells and just type in a name in the left hand corner. I'm going to call it selection range. Selection underscore RNG, and the reason why I put underscore is just good practice. It's not good to put spaces in named ranges. Good. So the next step is I'm going to just hide all of these details here, because in fact they're no longer relevant. That what we're trying to achieve here is for the user just to select whatever product that they want, and for the graph to update by itself. So the selection B18 is no longer relevant, but we still need these values to be calculated for the sake of the graph, for the sake of the highlighted line. So I'm just going to cover this part with the graph. Now we need to get into the developer tab. So I have the developer tab on my ribbon, but if you don't, then you need to go into File, and then options, and then customize ribbon. And for you, this will be unticked. It'll look something like this. Simply tick the developer option and press OK, and you should see a developer tab that looks like this. Once you have that, click into Visual Basic, so the first button on the left, and then on the left hand side here, the VBA project, you'll see all your sheets, a list of all your sheets, and then at the end you'll see this workbook with this Excel icon. The tab that the graph is on, double click that, and then in this drop down click Worksheet, and then in the next drop down there's some options for different events. We want selection change event. So what we want to write here is if intersection intersect. Yeah, intersect, not intersection. If intersect target. So actually, yeah, I forgot to explain, the target variable is actually the cell that the user selects. So every time the user selects a different cell, that becomes the target variable. So in this statement, if intersect target, which is one cell, and the next range is asking for another range, which will be the named range that we just defined. So range, open bracket, just do these 2 speech marks and close. And in the speech marks, we want to put in the name that we define the name range as. So selection underscore RNG. So yeah, if those two intersect, then do something. And we just want to end the if with the end if. fact I haven't wrote this correctly. So if not intersect is nothing. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's supposed to be. Then we want range I think it's B18. Yeah, let me just check that. So yeah, that cell there, B18. So we want B18 value to equal the target value. And do you remember what the target value was? So the target value is every time I select a cell, in this case, the target value is nothing. If I select here, the target value is 6%. If I select here, then the target value is product A. So what we're saying is whatever the user selects, that's what we want cell B18 to be. And yeah, once you've written that, have a good look at this code actually. If not intersect, target, comma, whatever the name range is nothing, then range B18 value equals target value, end if, and I'll close that and watch what happens now. So obviously we had one way of selecting B18, which was the manual way. But now that we've got this code running in the background, we can just simply select product B and look what happens to the graph. Then we can select, say, product E. Look what happens to the graph. So what's actually happening here is this cell B18 is changing every time we select a cell within this range. So if you select it anywhere else, nothing happens. But if it's within this range we select, then B18 changes, and then the X lookup kicks in, and then it means that the graph changes as well. So it's pretty cool. Instead of like the 3 clicks, we're just getting 1 click for the user, and they can just select whatever product they want to highlight within the chart. Hope you enjoyed that. Before I let you go, let's do a quiz to revise the information that we just saw, and hopefully it'll cement your learning for when you try it for yourself. So quiz time. In the VBA editor, which worksheet event did we choose? Was it select, change, or selection change? It was selection change. So just quickly going back, we went into Visual Basic from there, then we double clicked the sheet that the chart was on, and then from the first drop down we selected worksheet, and then from the second drop down we selected that second to last option, selection change. Next question. Which VBA statement changes the value in cell B18 to hello? The correct answer is that range, open bracket, speech marks B18, close speech marks, close bracket, dot value equals hello. So that's how you write a VBA statement to change the value of a cell. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it was a good introduction to VBA. And even if you've done VBA before, hopefully this example will enhance your existing dashboards so you can wow your stakeholders even more. Thank you. Goodbye.